Yes, now chat, how are we? Welcome to the Friday night quiz, the first one that we're going to be doing on the channel. And if people enjoy it, we'll make it a more regular occurrence on the channel. But bear with 1 second here, chat. But hope you had a great day as well, everyone. Of course, before I just bloody sort this background out. Tell you what, right? Yeah, let's put that there. Put that behind me. Bish bash bosh. There we go. Oh, no. Behind me camera. There we go. Happy days. But yeah, how are we? There's gonna be, of course, if you are tuning in late, the one number rule I would say it is a paper based quiz or just playing from home or with your family or whatnot. If you know the answer, we'll go through it at the end. So if you can refrain from obviously putting the answer in the comments, even if you do know the question, of course, and if you think it's too easy, keep it to yourself, write it down, put it on your phone or whatnot. And then, of course, there's only be 20 quizzes. As I said, don't want to make it a whole bloody an hour long quiz. It's only the first episode. So if people enjoy it, and yeah, I know a lot of you were ordering takeaway at 9 on the dot as well. So, and if you are running out, let us know. We can more or less pause the quiz for a couple of seconds as well if anyone's got something to do, so you're not missing the questions. But big up there, Mark. Evening. Evening, Daz as well. Big up there, Panov. Hope you're well, matey. And big up. I'm paid to be here all the time, Kev. You are, lad. How are we? Big up there, Gary. Big up, Panov. Jack, how many rounds? Of course, as you can see, round one. And of course, there will be another round two. The first set of questions, there's only 10 of them. That will be your football European based questions as well. It's very varied, so it can be a bit of everything. And of course, a lot of you probably will know a lot of this, and please don't be using Google. It's a bit of fun. As I said, if you are using Google and you're getting 20 out of 20, well done. And if you know all 20 questions without even looking or cheating, then tell you what, you should be on the eggheads question time or whatever. So yeah, let's get to everyone's comments as well. Big up there, Gary. Mega tired, had to run at 5 this morning. Bloody hell, hope you're right, Mark, and at least got some bit of sleep anyway. Big up there, Shay. Big up, Avens. Quiz time. What I Jack and chat. Big up there, Avens. As I said, I know a lot of you when we were speaking about this a couple of nights ago. Yeah, so as I said, just gauge. Make sure you do smash that like button as well, everyone. I have took quite a large majority of my day today, just sorting out the graphics and all that. And of course, Curtis Jones, modelled perfectly by Curtis Jones and Darwin Nunes. The answers are behind there. So obviously, when we recap, that will go away and we'll go through question by question as well. And of course, the second set of questions are film based. So question 11 to 20 are all about films. And there's a couple of questions at the end about music as well. And as I said, if you don't know, it's a bit of fun anyway. But how's everyone's day been, chat? Just whilst we wait for a couple more people to come in, just saves obviously people jumping in and then halfway through anyway. Pen and paper at the ready, as I said there, chat. Get your pen and paper out of you on an iPad or tablet. Get your notes up, and obviously there's only 20 questions, nothing too major really. But yeah, I'm good. Big up there, Mark. He's good. Getting messages from neighbours. Oh, bloody hell, Mark. Just look after yourself, mate, anyway. And like I said, don't be doing too much for other people. Put yourself first, mate, as well. But are you sorting out the sports round, Jack? Yes, Dad, I've got it all sorted, as you can see. Question one, if you've been looking there. That is, so if we're ready, chat, just gives us a thumbs up in chat when you're ready, everyone. So make sure everyone's got a pen and paper. Just give us a thumbs up and then we'll start anyway. And make sure you are smashing that like button as well, everyone. And yes, if you would like a bit more varied categories as well in the next couple of weeks, as I said, I will do so. And we'll gauge from obviously at the end of the show what everyone thinks about it. If it can be, it can be a bit slightly longer, but of course we might go through this quite quick. And if we do, that sounds. It's not the end of the day. But yeah, big up there, chat. But yeah, big up Eamons. And chat, right, more or less ready, aren't we? So, question 1. As you can see, who holds the record for the most goals scored in a UEFA Cup or Europa League season as well now, chat? And as I said at the top of the show, please don't be putting it in chat. Don't be spoiling it for everyone. As I said, we'll do that at the end, obviously, when we're going through the question, and then you can obviously whack your answer in there. It's beer time. Crack open your bevy, crack open your takeaway or whatnot. But big up there, Connor. How are we? So, I'll quickly go through that question 1 as well, as I said, please. And chat, if you see people coming in, bloody putting in the answers anyway, and please do time them out anyway, because it just spoils it for everyone. But we know. But question 1, we'll go through that. So round 1, question 1, quickly, and then we'll move on to the second question. It is, who holds the record for the most goals scored in a UEFA Cup or Europa League season? So, chat, that's question 1. Moving on to question 2. How many times have French clubs reached the final of a UEFA European Cup or a Champions League matches? So that is, how many times have French clubs reached the final of either the UEFA European Cup or Champions League matches? So how many times have French teams reached? How many times have French clubs reached the final? So I give you a clue. There is on my answers. So if you can name it, bloody hell. So yeah, there is 7. It's been 7 times. So just name those 7 French teams that have went to the final of either a European final or obviously a Champions League final. So there is 7 of them. So they're all French teams, of course, and even you get bonus points if you do get the numbers. But I'm not guessing. I'm not out. Yeah, no one's gonna get the years of those finals. But just name 7 French teams, which would be good. So I think everyone, is that enough time, everyone? Just let me know if you need a bit more time. So, how many times have French times have French clubs reached the final of a European Cup or a Champions League final match? So matches. So certain other clubs have been to more than one final. So yeah, there you go. But we're going to question 3 now. Daz, not this week, Daz, obviously. I will be doing it on StreamYard. I'll of course be doing the StreamYard. I only done this one really. Obviously just start off obviously doing the graphics and all that, but I wasn't actually thinking in terms of the graphics wise. But for just this week, but for next couple of weeks and weeks to come and months, of course, we'll getting some guests on if you want a bit of fun anyway. Like I said, nothing too serious, but that's moving on. So everyone, sort of a question 2. Quickly reel through. How many times have French clubs reached the final of a European Cup or Champions League final matches? And of course, there is 7 French teams. Name them. You get a point for each. For all of them anyway. So, question. Oh, hang on. Oh, have I done these wrong? Please no. Wait 1 sec. That should be question. Oh, there we go. Hang on. So let me get question 3. It should be that one. Oh, well, that's wrong. There we go. It's the beauty of bloody doing quizzes. But for question 3, I know it's not on there on the screen. I have got it here. So, which 8 Frenchmen scored 50 plus or more goals in the Premier League? So I repeat that. Question 3, it's not that one. So question 3, which 8 Frenchmen scored 50 plus or more goals in the Premier League. So that's Frenchman. But yeah. So I'll give you a clue. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So it's 10 of them. So, yeah, it's a bit of a difficult one, that one, really, in reality. But yeah, give 1 second there, chat, whilst I try and get that up anyway for use. But yeah. So chat, we're not on question 4 yet, we're just on question 3. So I'll repeat that. So which 8 Frenchmen have scored 50 or plus more goals in the Premier League? So obviously you get a point for each. So obviously when we go through the answers, of course, mark it by like points wise. But of course, we'll the questions, of course, that do have more than one answer. Obviously, you'd add that on. So say if there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I think there's like 9 or 10 there anyway. But so for how many more players you get of course extra well, not extra points technically. So yeah. So in this question 3, there's actually no. Yeah. No, you'd only get the point. No, we'll do that. What I've just said. Yeah, you get a point for each player that you do get correctly. And so moving on, is it a point for each, Jack? Yeah, it is, Daz. So yeah, as I said, there's 10 questions in the first section, and of course for the so like a question like this for every French striker that you do get right, you get a point. But of course, so we'll quickly recap that. So if you don't get it, for the people that do get it, we'll go through point by point anyway, and then you'll tally up all your points there. So that should kind of more or less drag on the duration of this quiz anyway. So question 4, as you can see, hopefully this one should be right. So, question 4, who am I? And of course, it is a Liverpool player. Yeah, Kev, it's 50 or plus, 50 goals plus in the Premier League. So, which French players in the Premier League have got over 50 plus goals? There's quite a lot of them. There's about 9 or 10 players. So, you know the main ones, but you get, of course, extra points. But yeah, big up there, Redbird. Big up there. Can't stick around. Jack just popped on to give a thumbs up and have a good show. Big up there, Bird. Massive thank you, mate. I hope you have a lovely rest of your Friday, matey. Thank you very much. I really do appreciate that, mate, as always. Fabregas isn't one of them. 2 days, Scouser. Spot on there. Spot on. So, obviously, I will reveal that player. And if you know the player, keep it to yourself. And then, it's that Liverpool kit. There's probably one name, and I thought when I was doing this, you'd probably scream, yeah, it's him. But, of course, that's Hangeland at his time at Fulham. And I give you a little clue. This player has won the Swiss Cup twice. In a 2011-12 and a 2002-2003 season for that given club. Not going to give that club because it would give it away. He's a 2-time Swiss Cup winner. So, and he's a multiple serial winner in the Swiss League. That's probably too much of a giveaway. So, we'll quickly move on before I give you the question. I'm making sure I do not. There we go. I need that back up before I show you the question. Let's get rid of that one. Oh, well done, McKindo. Yeah, you've just seen it. If you're quick enough, you've seen the answer. But that's first quiz on the channel anyway. But question 5. Who holds the proud feat of scoring the first ever goal in the English Premier League in August 1992? So, chat, question 5, quickly go through that. So, which player holds the proud feat of scoring in the first ever goal in the English Premier League in August 1992, of course, when Sky got introduced? So, what player was that? But yeah. Jordan, I get you on the next quiz, mate. Of course, I'll be doing it a StreamYard, and of course, we'll definitely get you on, matey. 100%, mate. I've been here 5 minutes, and you still haven't asked a question. Oh yeah. Oh, here we go. There we go. But yeah, big up there, chat. I had to glance over to make sure I was actually bloody live, because I swear to God, if I actually have been sat here for 20 minutes and we haven't actually started the stream. But yeah, question 5. Who holds the proud feat of scoring the first ever goal in the English Premiership in August 1992? Well, it's a bit, as I said, it's a bit of general knowledge as well. You've got to get your brain thinking. I'm not going to give you the questions or all the questions. So, question 6. Danish defender Rennie Henriksen was playing for which European club in the 2021-22 season? And for this, I think, what questions? Yeah, question 6. Yes, I can remove that. I've done it right. Is it either Panathinaikos, Udinese, Galatasaray, or Celta Vigo? So, Danish defender Rennie Henriksen was playing for which European club in the 2001-2002 season? Was it either Panathinaikos, Udinese, Galatasaray, or Celta Vigo? Big up there, Aaron. As I said, if you're just tuning in, chat, everyone, I will, of course, quickly go through all the answers if you just tuned in. I will go through the questions. I'll quickly fire through them anyway, for anyone just jumping in. We're just doing a quiz, everyone, so quickly grab a pen or paper or get your notes up on your phone and that. Only going to be 20 questions, nothing too major, bit of fun anyway on a Friday night. So, that is question 6. And, of course, question 7. Ajax won their first of 3 consecutive European Cup wins in 1971. But which Dutch club won the competition a year earlier in 1970? Was it A, or was it question? Was it either AZ Alkmaar, Feyenoord, FC Twente, or PSV? So Ajax won the first of their 3 consecutive European Cup wins in 1971. But which Dutch club won the competition a year earlier in 1970? But yeah, no worries there, mate. I've been So that is question 7. So need to cover that back up, and then we'll go to question 8 now. We're on question 8, chat. Let me know if you need me to go over any other certain questions again, just to give you a bit more time. So, question 8. In the 1980 and a return to the final for Nottingham Forest, and like the previous year, a famous 1-0 victory was recorded. But who did they beat on this occasion? So in 1980, a return to the European final for Nottingham Forest, and like the previous year, a famous 1-0 victory for Nottingham Forest did happen. But who did Forest beat on this occasion? So let me know. There is a team there. So if you know that one. So that is question 8. And I'll finally quickly go through that again. So in 1980, and a return to the European final for Nottingham Forest, and like the previous year, a famous 1-0 victory was recorded. But who did they beat on that occasion? So who did Nottingham Forest beat on that occasion? And then we'll move on for question and that one. I think I can show that one, yeah. So, European Cup. So, question 9. European Cup. Which Scottish club did Feyenoord beat in the 1970 to win their first European Cup? So, which Scottish side is it? Is it either Rangers, Celtic, Aberdeen, and Hibernian? So what team? I don't want to confuse it, Eamon. Of course, I'm gonna have to rethink that on the second or quiz anyway. But yeah, I suppose if you get the bonus question for Eamon on the previous question. So on question that we've just done, of course, who scored for Forest? Yeah, you'll get an extra point. There we go. But yeah. But yep, one sec. R9, as I said. Sorry, fella. As I said, please don't be spoiling it for everyone, chat. As I said. R9, so apologies for timing out there, mates. But obviously, if you just tuned in, and everyone, please, we're refraining from putting the answers in the question when we do answer all of them, and we recap and we analyse all of it. Then you can put your answers in there, fella. So apologies. The rules. So we'll go to question 10. Halfway through the quiz, everyone. So let me know. Yeah, Partick Thistle was the devil. Real Madrid won the first 5 European finals, which were a fix, rigged. In 1956 to 1960, but which club won the next 2? So of course, the 1961 and the 1962 European finals. Which club won them? So, of course, Real Madrid won the first 5 from 1956 to 1960, but which club won the 1961 and 1962 European finals? Let me know on that one. So, yeah. Just let me know. Chat, do you want me to go over any questions from 1 to 10 again quickly before we go into the second round? Please do let us know. I will do if you want me to. But yes, he is ready for round 2. Which I think you more or less are. So round 2 is, of course, a little bit of film rounds anyway, said. Throughout the weeks, we'll be mixing it up. A lot more music, a lot more general knowledge as well. Gonna have a... Sorry, Parov. Oh, yeah. In a couple of weeks, maybe. But question 1. And don't worry about it, chat. It's just a bit of fun. And just have a go anyway if you don't know it. So, which 1997 film directed by Quentin Tarantino is based on Elmore Leonard's novel The Rum Punch? And, chat, if you were listening on this week's stream, I think someone did put this answer in this week anyway. So, if we were all concentrating. Oh. Yeah, is it? My head chopped off there and go. Don't know why that's. There we go. Right, the chance. So, question 1 of round 2. So this is round 2, chat. Which 1997 film directed by Quentin Tarantino is based on Elmore Leonard's novel The Rum Punch? But yeah, classic. We brought Blockbusters 1985 off eBay for a laugh and had to make up our own questions. It's so difficult for these AI assistant times. Oh yes, it's the thing. Like you when you go to a pub, you'd always get teams cheating, and it's embarrassing, really, isn't it? Like it's just a bit of fun. Like, come on, as I said, but it's just a bit of fun. People, it's like with Everton now. Everyone takes Everton far too serious. In all honesty, like fair enough, it's a 5-a-side or sorry, but it's a bloody quiz. So we'll move on to question 2. You need me to repeat any of the questions, I will do that, chat, before we do get to the answers. So, question 2. Milos Forman directed which 1975 starring Jack Nicklaus? So, Milos Forman directed which 1970 film starring Jack Nicklaus? So what film was that? It's the thing, Scouts. I wish they would bring back. There's a couple of classic, Joe, chat, what we saying, classic 80s, 70s shows as well. Because even, there was, so many. Chat, if you could go back, what was like one show that you loved as a kid that you'd like to bring back anyway, that's been discontinued from, like, obviously the TV companies or whatnot? Yeah, Bullseye was good. Very cheesy anyway, but yeah. I couldn't answer these questions to save my life. So big up there, Shay. As I said, Shay, there will be but yeah, sorry there, Jazz. But yeah, bring back Bullseye. Oh, have I done that wrong? Jack Nicholson. Oh, oh my bloody hell. No, he's the actor. Hang on, I need to read chat. It's my first week of quizzes. There's probably a lot of mistakes in that, so apologies. Nicholas Forman directed. I think I've been absolutely adult for your chat. So yeah, it's probably wrong. But we'll swiftly move on. Probably wrong. So I'm learning as we go, chat. So apologies. So in the 1994 film Speed, starring Keanu Reeves, and if you haven't seen the new, if you're not a fan of action movies, go and see John Wick 4. It's really good, really, really good. We bought the board games for clarity. Yeah. So, what speed must the bus stop at? And I'd be disappointed, chat, if you haven't seen this film, because I know it's not on like an Oscar nominee film, like, but just a bit of fun. I would very much recommend. Keanu Reeves, probably one of my favourite actors in all honesty. But yeah, so in the 1994 film Speed, starring Keanu Reeves, what speed must the bus stop at? So what speed? So just give us give it a 40, 50, 60, 70, 80 miles an hour? I said. The question is right, Jack. I obviously know this, lol. Older movies. Oh, so it is true. It is right, Spider. So there we go, chat. For all the young ones saying it was wrong, it's not. The old dogs in the chat have got it anyway. So there we go. So that's question 3. So in 1994 film Speed, starring Keanu Reeves, what speed must the bus stop at? So moving on to question 4. This is a good one, chat, and this is probably one that you can keep in your memory bank, or you can ask your mates or whatnot. How many films have Pacino and Robert De Niro starred in together? Good on this one. Of course. So, how many films have Al Pacino and Robert De Niro, two of the legends of the film industry? Al Pacino, you're talking to me, and you're talking to me. And Robert De Niro, classic Taxi Driver. What a film. What a film. If you haven't seen that, go and check it out. But yeah, sorry there, R9. Apologies, mate. As I said, as I said, I did say at the top of the show, wasn't anything personal, mate. But obviously, you can put all the answers. Everyone can put all the answers in. As I said, we've got 6 more questions. It's only going to be a short one, chat. And then, obviously, everyone can rain fire in the comments and you can put your questions in. And obviously, tick it off as we go anyway. So, how many films? So, I'm telling you, it's not over 10. So, these two people have done. So it's 10. It's below 10. I'll say that. It's not an over and an over 10. So it's either between the ballpark of like 1 to like 8. in between there. But fair enough. So, question 5. How many Steven Spielberg films have starred as Tom Hanks starred in? And I'd say similar, no more than 10. It's between 1 to obviously 9 anyway. I'm not saying how many they are. No, don't have to apologise, aren't I? It's all good, matey. All good. All good, mate. Yeah, question was right, Jack. No, don't apologise, Aaron. As I said, I probably have made a lot of mistakes on this quiz, so no one has to apologise. That's absolute bloody legends. And I said, so how many films has Steven Spielberg? How many Steven Spielberg films has Tom Hanks starred in? So it's either from 1 to 9, and I said, pick one of them guys. So yeah, so we think about it. Chelsea. So yeah, Chevrolet. Good. That's a good question there, mate. Keep that for I might keep that for next week. So as I said, chat. So we'll move on. Obviously, there's a final 5 questions. So question 6. I don't expect anyone to get this. It is very difficult, but I put this in just to kind of be a bit more difficult, especially if people have more or less got all the same questions together. In a 1994 rom-com, 4 weddings and a funeral, whose funeral does the group attend? So in the 1994 rom-com, 4 weddings, great film as well, and a funeral, whose funeral does the group attend? So as I said, we'll be mixing up. I know, like me, I'm not the biggest music lover, but we'll be doing a lot more. And let us know, chat, at the end. Obviously, we'll speak about it. It's 20 questions. I think 20 questions is sound. You don't want to be sat there like answering 50 questions, do you? And I said, it's only a little bit of fun anyway. But quickly on question 6. Obviously, this is round 2. In 1994 rom-com, 4 weddings and a funeral, whose funeral does the group attend? As I said, it's a bit of a difficult one, especially if you haven't seen it, but just give it a go anyway. So question 7. Which 6 films are only... This is a good one as well, especially for all your horror fans out there. But even if you're not a horror fan, if you just think about it, if you think about it, like some very well-known films in here. Which 6 films are the only horror movies to ever compete for an Oscar? So which 6 films... I'll tell you what. Can I move this one slightly? I'll give you one here, chat, because I'm feeling generous. So, there we go. So, there you go. There's one of them. Give you that one. So, obviously, to get an Oscar, so that was in 2017. And that was obviously, if you haven't seen that, chat, very good film. So, which 6 films are the only horror movies to ever compete for an Oscar? Especially in today's film industry, it's very difficult considering the amount of shocking horror movies that have been getting produced. But that film plays on your minds, asks questions of the audience as well. Compete. That chat, sorry. Yeah, to compete for an Oscar. So which 6 films are only horror movies to ever compete, i.e. get nominated for an Oscar? Apologies for that, but I should have really defined that on the question. So compete, i.e. obviously get nominated in the category of an Oscar. There's quite a lot of them. There's about 5 or 6 of them anyway. Not loads. There's no more than like 8 anyway, so chat, don't be panicking trying to get that one anyway. So we'll move on to question 8. What year did Sean Connery star in the James Bond movie Dr. No? So you are. So of course he was the very first James Bond. So that gives you a bit of a hint, especially for the younger people as well. So it was the first James Bond, and without Googling it, don't be cheating. What year did Sean Connery star in James Bond's movie Doctor No? I'll tell you what, Ian Fleming, what an author in terms of doing the obviously James Bond films. Obviously translating them to the screen, of course, was the opportunity to directors. He is a fan of James Bond, chat. I am really, but as I said, I haven't been going to the cinema for the last couple of months. But I watch them at home anyway. They used to be massive, like the spectacle and everything, really. It used to be like the big box office film that everyone would see in the cinema. But I think there's so many films coming out. I think the main films now that are dominated, chat, would you say, well, obviously the Disney, like Marvel Cinematic Universe and everything now. They're like the big. And the main reason for like cinemas, the bad thing about cinema now is that it's far too expensive for everyone going, especially if you're going with your family or your mate or like your kids or whatnot. It's literally 10-15 quid a pop a head, and that's even before getting like sweets and all that. Of course you take your sweets in now, because I tell you what, the movie, like cinemas would literally collapse on their knees if they didn't allow people to take in sweets. But yeah, before you were born, Jack. Yes, as I said, chat. Oh yeah, not the first James Bond. Yeah, sorry, Kev. He wrote. Oh yeah, he wrote Chitty Chitty Bang Bang. Nearly lost my teeth there. He wrote Chitty Chitty Bang Bang. Number 10. This is the record number. Yeah, there we go. Record number of marshmallow stuffed in one nostril. I don't condone that, chat. As I say, that's something you don't want to be doing. You want to be putting your marshmallows in your mouth. But for question 8, or quickly recap on that. What year did Sean Connery star in the James Bond movie Doctor No? So there we go. It's the thing, panel. I will be, as I said, this will be a recurring thing throughout the next couple of weeks and next couple of months as well. As I said, just a bit of fun. The next quiz, we'll be hosting it every Friday, chat, as well. It'll be a regular recurring thing. I'll be getting guests on as well. I would have had guests on today, but I made all the graphics and all that. Just I didn't really think. Silly me. But we'll go for question. I thought he had to give you all the answers then. Was he? Jump then. Question 9. So the final 2 questions, chat. And then if anyone needs any questions, 20 quid for popcorn and a couple of big cokes. That's ridiculous, Brian. But it's like everything in life, mate. Even the footy, fruit and veg, basic household things. But yet again, wages aren't going up, which is quite frankly disgusting. Everything's going up around everyone, but the wages for people when they're going to work or whatnot, they're not going up, which is very disappointing. Goes up for all the bankers and all, like the high-paying jobs, doesn't it? But people that are just chilling with the families and all that, like just a normal job, it's ridiculous. Who was it then, Mark? So I say, Roger Moore was my favourite Bond. Yeah, so yeah, Eamons. Who was everyone's favourite James Bond if you're into James Bonds? For me, Pierce Brosnan. Yeah, I'll say Pierce Brosnan for me. Eamons probably mine. Daniel Craig's alright, but I just think it doesn't show real emotion. He's quite plain in terms of his acting. But yeah, we'll go to question 10. The final question of round 2. The final question of the quiz, chat. Of course, big up there, chat. If we can get that, if you haven't dropped a like on the stream, massively helps out everyone. Absolute legends. So final question of the night. Which, and this is kind of a little bit of a music one. Which single has had the longest uninterrupted run ever on the UK charts? So which single has had the longest uninterrupted run ever in the UK charts. So obviously, whether it was like in the top 10, and it hasn't moved. In all honesty, it's a very old one. I'll say that, chat. Not a very old one, not like 1920, but so which single has had the longest uninterrupted run ever on the UK charts? Not a Bond fan really, but Sean Connery. Sean and Danny, yeah, pick up their pan off. But yeah, make sure I haven't missed. George, I tell you what, chat. Just quickly, just to round off on that before we get to the thing. Like, there's if you look into it, like, there's so many documentaries about like how many people were screened to be James Bond and then actually didn't get the role. Obviously, when actors go for screenings for like films and all that, you do like a lot of like tapes, don't they? And a lot of it does get lost in the archives of like these film industries. I don't know how accurate it was. I might be completely wrong, but what's his name? The fella that played the Ghost Rider, Nicolas Cage, who is supposedly have meant to have been Superman. Supposedly, I don't know how accurate that was. I don't know if they were taking the mickey there, but yeah. Oh yeah, sorry, chat. Right, question 10. So. Right, we'll go. Right, make sure to quickly get them all up. And then, of course, we'll be doing the removing and we'll be given the questions out. Oh, I'll give you that one already. So that was, question 10. The answer to question 10 was, of course, Benfica. But we'll quickly go through that again. So, there we go. So many bloody buttons you gotta press on this thing. So, removing the absolute legends, that is Darwin Núñez. Question 1. So get your ticks out if you're across if you got it wrong. So question 1 of round 1. Who holds the record for the most goals scored in a UEFA Cup or Europa League season? And it's that man. And it's that man. It is Radamel Falcao. With you only needed the player chat. I didn't know. You didn't really ask for the goals, but little bonus point if you did get the goals. So that was he got that for Porto during that season, 2010-11 season, and he scored a staggering 17 goals scored in UEFA Cup and the UEFA Europa League. And he was the top goal scorer. Mad that. So chat, you can whack in your answers as we go through these now, chat. You can obviously shout out, see if you got it. So who holds the record? And it is, of course, that man. Hopefully you can see it. It is Radamel Falcao. And if you literally got 17 points, if you literally said he got how many goals, he said, I wasn't asking for the goals, but if you got 17 goals, give yourself an extra. Scolesy put, I thought you meant team. I put Real Madrid. Who holds the record for the most goals scored in it? No. Saying that, I did say. Did I say team? Apologies, chat. But we are learning. I will, as I said, that's my apologies. But it is Radamel Falcao. So, question 2. Moving on now. Big up their Skulls. So how many times have French clubs reached the final of the UEFA European Cup or Champions League matches? And I did say there was a couple of French teams. So, as you can see here, question 2. So, it was 7 times. The first team, as you can see, is indicated here. Stade de Reims. Well, completely, you know me. Scouser pronouncing French teams' names. Definitely wrong. Reims, of course, they're absolutely flying with the young fella, the young manager called Will. So Reims, it is. Saint Etienne. Reims lost in 1956 and 1959. Saint Etienne lost in 1976. Olympique de la Marseille lost in the 1991 and, of course, won the Champions League in 1993. AS Monaco lost in the 2004 final, and we remember that one very, very fondly. And Paris Saint-Germain lost. Unlucky Paris Saint-Germain. Staggering. They've only been to one European final. Small club mentality, that is, innit? All that money, but yeah, can only get to one European Cup final in their history. Madness. So, and of course, chat, you get bonus points. So, give yourself a couple more ticks if you did get a couple of them anyway. But yeah, Spiders put Saint Etienne, Marseille, Paris Saint-Germain, Reims. Ooh, Spider went with Lens, unlucky there, like. Bordeaux, it was what I put number 2. So yeah, they're the 5 French teams. But yeah, big up there. I guess that one, 7, I guess that one. Big up there. But unlucky there, fellas. But yeah, well done if you got a couple of them, as I said. Yeah, mark it, like, you get points for every team that you did get right there, chat. So well done. And in the film, in the 1994 film Speed, starring Keanu, I'm going, have I done that right? So yeah, apologies there, chat. That is question 3. I know it says question 2, but forget about that. My fault. This is question 3. So in the 1994 film Speed, starring Keanu Reeves, what speed must the bus stop at? And it was, or must go really, was 50 miles per hour. So there we go. Well, how you pronounce that? Oh, what's it? I need to watch that back. Olympique Marseille. Marseille. Don't get me get started on doing a classic Joey Barton. Like scouser in a French press conference. Hello, bonjour. The only French word I know is bonjour, and that's it. But yeah, even though I did French, but it was terrible in France. I'm disappointed in myself really, because I'd love to learn another language, because it'd be amazing. Because you could literally pack your bags, go on holiday, or go for another job in another country. It'd be amazing. So there we go. As Mark said, 60. It's at 76 miles an hour. And Kev was right there. So the answer to that question, of course, as you can see here, is 50 miles per hour. 60, I thought. Close there, Eamons. Close. Is this... no, Daz, we're recapping. There was only 2 rounds there, Daz. So, as I said, if you want me to go... I'll quickly fire through all the answers again at the end of this. But yeah, that was... This is question 3 there, Daz. So, apologies on that, mate. So, I asked on question 4, and if you were quick enough, I did give away... me being a silly sausage. Philip Deggan. I did show that before, chat, so apologies. So, question 4, it is Philip Deggan. Tell you what, we've had some. And of course, Philip Deggan, he is a Swiss champion 8 times for Basel. So in the 15-16, 14-15, 13-14, 12-13, 11-12, the 0-4-5, 0-3-0-4, and the 0-1-0-2 season for Basel. And of course, if it would have said he played for Basel, you would have instantly got it. But he's a 2-time Swiss Cup winner in the 2011-12 season and the 2002-2003 season for Basel as well. The legend that is Philip Deggan. We've had some shocking players, chat, haven't we, in our club. This is why, chat, when we get to the summer in the window, of course, we're going to be buying players. But a long time, well, it wasn't that long ago that we were playing. We had certain players like Philip Deggan, the Jovanoviches, the Sebastian Letos. I think he played 1 game, and I remember being there for his debut. and I don't Emilio Insua as well. The Insua brothers, of course. One of the Insuas did play for Liverpool. I've seen that, Jack, but I won't take the point. Nah, take it, Avens. Chat, take the point on Degan if you did see it anyway. So give yourself a point, even if you didn't get it. And if you did see it, it's not cheating because I me being a silly sausage with the buttons. And we'll go to question 5. So, of course, question 4 was Philip Degan. The answer to that question was Philip Degan. Question 5 was, who holds the proud feat of scoring the first ever goal in the English Premiership in August? Scoring the first goal in the English Premiership in 1992. And who is it, chat? Who is it? Who is it? It is Brian Deane, playing for Sheffield. Brian Deane scored the first ever Premier League goal for Sheffield United against Manchester United. The first televised goal on Sky Sports. Oh, yeah, Philip Deane. The first televised goal on Sky Sports was scored by Teddy Sheringham. So apologies, you might have got in confused there. So Brian Deane scored the first ever Premier League goal for Sheffield United, and that's what you'll get the point for. But the very first, and if you get the, well, I'll give you an extra point for that, especially if you have put Teddy Sheringham, because of course that was the first ever televised goal on Sky Sports, and that was scored by Teddy Sheringham for Nottingham Forest against Liverpool. So yeah, Brian Deane, big up there, chat. This is a classic. Brian Deane, big up there, chat. Lads, I'm actually killing this so far. Though I've never been a 50-mile-an-hour bus. Yeah, never. Luckily enough, fortunate enough, mate, that's not been the case. But as Eamon said, Brian Deane there. I put Andy Cole and Shearer. Unlucky there, Daz. Unlucky, mate. That was a very difficult one, especially obviously for the younger generation as well. I didn't. Obviously, it's before my time. I was born in '95, so yeah. So big up there, chat. I know a lot of you do watch the Premier League classic years, especially if it's the classic. They just do reruns on the telly, don't they? Now and again. Teddy Sheringham, what happened to him? Of course, Bri, obviously, he did score the official first televised goal on Sky Sports, and he scored that against Liverpool as well. But that you get a bonus point if you got that one as well. But I wasn't answer. But there we go. We'll quickly move on from question 5, and the answer to that was Brian Deane. Of course, plays for Sheffield United. Question 6. Danish defender Rennie Henriksen was playing for which European club in the 2001-2002 season? Was it either Panathinaikos, Udinese, Galatasaray, or Celta Vigo? So yeah, if you got Dean and then if you got Teddy, if you got Teddy Sheringham, you get an extra point. Obviously, technically, you might. I can understand where people might have got, because I didn't really define the question there. It was obviously I just said you got the first goal, but you get an extra point for Teddy Sheringham, who it wasn't official. It was Brian Deane was the official answer, but for the televised one, I'll give you an extra point for the Teddy Sheringham one. And the answer to that question is Panathinaikos, chat. So Danish defender Rennie Henriksen was playing for which European club in the 2001-2002 season? And the answer to that question is, of course, well, I say if is, of course, I only know this because I'm doing the questions, is, of course, Panathinaikos. So well done if you got that one. Get in, Daz. You smashed that one, Daz. Well done, mate. Or 70, Daz, 78, me. Jack, it was my birthday yesterday. Well, a very happy birthday, Daz, on that one, matey. And I said, I hope you had a lovely time with your mates and your family and whatnot, mate. If you got spoiled bloody rotten, lad. You deserve it, lad. And yeah, thank you very much for tuning in, mate. So the answer to question 6 on round 1 was, of course, Panathinaikos on that one. But yeah, we'll go to question 7. Ajax won their first of their Ajax won the first of their 3 consecutive European Cup wins in 1971. But which Dutch club won the competition a year earlier in the 1970? So the European Cup, that is. Was it either AZ Alkmaar, Feyenoord, FC Twente, or was it PSV Eindhoven? And the answer to that question is Feyenoord. So well done if you did get that one. Yeah, happy, big up there, chat. Everyone's saying happy birthday to Daz, absolute legend. But yes, Chevelist, unlucky there, mate. Yeah, it was Feyenoord on that question, chat. So unlucky. But yeah, Eamons went with Feyenoord. And you would be correct there, chat. So if you went Feyenoord, it was Feyenoord. So yeah, the answer to question 7 was the answer was Feyenoord. So well done if you got that one. Unlucky if you got it wrong. As I said, no rush about that anyway. But I don't think I would have got that I probably would have went PSV or Feyenoord anyway. But AZ. Going to question 8 now, as you can see from the team. 1980, a return to the final for Nottingham Forest, and like the previous year, a famous 1-0 victory was recorded. But who did they beat on this occasion? And of course, as you can see there, it is Hamburg. No, don't worry, lad. As I said, I will be doing a lot more quizzes in the next couple of weeks and months, and I tell you what, you'll be getting the questions straight away. As I said, chat, after this video's gone out live, if you've got any topics or like ones that you'd like to throw in there, I will happily put into the mix anyway. Just let us know in the comment section below what question, like, areas that you'd like to, a bit more general knowledge as well. But yeah, Chevelist went with Barcelona. Unlucky there, mate. Eamons went Hamburg. Keegan spoke about it as well. Obviously, Kevin Keegan playing for Hamburg. Robinson scored. And Eamons get an extra point for that, mate. So fair play to you on that one. Mark, Jack was scored at that. We're far from it, lads. More like Google. It's so good. So the answer to that, obviously, the previous year, famous 1-0 victory. Who did Nottingham Forest beat the previous year on this occasion? And it was Hamburg. So well done, everyone, if you got that. Unlucky if you didn't. Question 9, European Cup. Which Scottish club did Feyenoord beat in the 1970 to win their first European Cup? Was it either Rangers, Celtic, Aberdeen, or was it Hibernian? Hibs? Yeah, say Hibs. Hibernian. So, and of course, there's 2 of these questions that we've done already in this section. They both tie into each other. I've only just noticed that now. So in the European Cup, which Scottish side, which Scottish team did Feyenoord beat in the 1970 to win their first European Cup? Was it Rangers, Celtic, Aberdeen, or Hibs? Shall just go with Aberdeen. Emerson, it was just John Robinson or Robinson to like Andy Rowell. But yeah, Raymond's gone with Rangers. Mark's gone with Rangers. Tell you what, Rangers. Oh, I tell you what, chat. The answer to this question. Has anyone got it yet? No one's got it. It is Celtic. It is Celtic for this one. So unlucky there, chat. So it was. Which European Cup side did which Scottish club did Feyenoord beat in the 1970 to win their first European Cup? And the answer was Celtic. So unlucky there, chat. As I said, I don't think I would have got that one anyway. I am if I was answering it. Yeah, unlucky there, Scouse. Unlucky, mate. As I said, I don't think I would have got that one. So, the question 9, if you just tuned in, it was Celtic. So unlucky there, chat. And the final question 10 in round 1. Real Madrid won the first 5 years, which they cheated, as we know. Won the first from 1956 to 1960, but which club won the following 2 years after that? So the 1961 season and the 1962 European Cup. And of course, Benfica. As I said, that's probably one team that does go under the radar. There's such a big club in Portugal anyways. We know, obviously, riding high, and they did get beat today, chat, which I'm disappointed with because I had Benfica to win on the Aka. Yeah, so they won. So big up there. Big up there, chat. Spider, you got that right. Eamon got that one. Never heard about that one. All right, the guys. I'm in the pub, baby. Big up there, Dave. As I said, Dave, I hope you're playing along, mate. You better have this quiz in the pub on the projector, mate. Because I tell you what, that'd be some advertisement, that, wouldn't it? Yeah, big up there, Mark. Nice one for that, mate. Make sure to head over to the lads' channels. But yes, question 9 gave me the answer to question 9, at least, so I got that one. Big up there, Scouser. You were paying attention there, mate, as you know, so absolute legends. There we go. Happy days. So unlucky, chat, and don't worry if you haven't got many questions, because I said I probably wouldn't have got many of these. I'm only know the answers because I'm doing the quiz. As I said, only a bit of fun. And so that is the end to question 1. But big up there, Dave. Have a few already. Big up there, matey. So we'll go to question 1. Which 1997 film directed by Quentin Tarantino is based on Elmore Leonard's novel A Rum Punch? And that film, of course, directed by Quentin Tarantino, is called Jackie Brown. So big up there, Jack. It's a Eusebio dude. Benfica were huge. Yes or no, Kev? Obviously, England beat Eusebio in the early years as well. We knocked them out of the World Cup. Tell you what a player. Seen all the documentaries and he's so good with the ball at his feet technically. But round 2, as I said, question 1. So if you got that one, well done. Jackie Brown on that one, chat. Unlucky there, Cleverlist. True Romance, not quite. Spider, yeah. As I said, chat, if you're a fan of Quentin, he's doing his final film. I think he's getting released this. He's done it. He's already recorded it and that. It's getting released soon, but it will be his final film. Read the reason why. No clue on that one. No worries, that. Oh, yeah. He's a bit of he's a strange character, but he's a very talented director. I'll say that. Quentin Tarantino. And question 2. Milos Forman directed which 1975 film starring Jack Nicklaus? And that film, which I love, one of my favourite films, One Flew Over the Cuckoo's Nest. What a film. I tell you what, if you haven't seen it, chat, watch it tonight. Absolutely legendary film. So which Milos Forman directed which 1970 film starring Jack Nicklaus? And that was One Flew Over the Cuckoo's Nest. Tell you what, legendary film. Legendary film. Yeah, you got that right as well there. Tell you what, Jack Nicklaus, if you've not seen many of his films, yeah. Tell you what, chat. And it's probably up there with one of my favourites. As I said, it took me. I didn't see it when I was younger, but obviously when I was studying media, and obviously you got a lot more way of seeing better films. But yeah, if you haven't seen it, chat, go and check it out. Yeah, big up there, Clevers. Big up, mate. As I said, we'll be doing a lot more movie rounds as well. And yeah, definitely. Such a badass film, Mark. Yeah, it's a very good film. One Flew Over the Cuckoo's Nest. Big up there, Amens. Big up there, Kev. You got that one. Clevis, you got that right, mate. Yeah, Pangria was great in the 70s. Tell you what, yeah, some legendary actors. The Shining as well, chat. I know everyone knows The Shining, but you haven't seen it. It's Jack Nicholson. He's amazing in that. And if you haven't seen I've forgotten what it's called, the latest film, Ewan McGregor's in it. He plays the young kid, obviously in The Shining. No, well, Ewan McGregor doesn't play that, but in terms of the second film to that, off the back of The Shining, he plays the more older version of the young child. I think the child's called Damien. I think, obviously, The Exorcist. But hang on. There we go. Hang on. What question are we on here? Right. So we've got that one. So get rid of that. Question 2. Oh yeah. So 50 miles an hour. Yeah, have you got that one? Departed. Yeah, great. Another great one, Chevrolet. So yeah, in the 19... I've read that one anyway. Hang on, am I going backwards? Probably am, Annie. So there we go, chat. Question 4. Yeah, Departed. So, how many films has Robert De Niro... How many films has Al Pacino and Robert De Niro starred in together? And, of course, it is 4, chat. So well done. Cleverest. Unlucky, you're one off. Unlucky there. The Shining and Easy Rider were great in those days. Yeah, good films then, mate. We missed the fussy question 3. Sorry there. Nice one there, Scouse. I'll get to that one, mate. So the answer to question 3 on the fussy one, chat, as I said. Oh yeah, right, chat. Nice one for that, Scouse. Spot on. So, we'll quickly go to... yeah. So, this was question 3, chat, on the football. Yeah, hang on. I've done it anyway. Wait 1 second here. I get it up. Unless I've saved over it, which I think I might have, which is a bit silly for me. Don't think it is. I know what I've done. Yeah, I've went over that. But for question 3 on the football one, chat, not to confuse anyone. So the question was on question 3. Nice one for there, Scouse. Completely forgot about that. So question 3 is on the football one. Which 8 Frenchmen scored 50 or more Premier League goals? So this is question 3 from before on the football one. Which 8 Frenchmen scored 50 or more goals in the Premier League? So obviously you get a point if you get a couple of these anyway. So, number 1, of course, Thierry Henry. Gigi. So Thierry Henry's 1. Nicolas Anelka is 2. I know he has probably got quite a couple of these anyway. Number 3. So Thierry Henry got 175 goals. Nicolas Anelka got 125 goals in the Premier League. Olivier Giroud got 90 goals in the Premier League. Louis Zaha was the ex-Manchester United, ex-Everton forward. He got 85 goals. Eric Cantona got 70 goals. Pretty sure he's got that one. Of course, number 6, Robert Pires. He got 62 goals, of course, in the Premier League. Anthony Martial, he's got 55 goals in the Premier League. And the final one was, of course, a very disappointing forward in the Premier League for Arsenal. Come with a big history in French football. was Alexander Lacazette. He got 50 goals. So, which 8 Frenchmen scored 50 or more goals in the Premier League? It was, of course, Henry, Nicolas Anelka, Olivier Giroud, Zaha, Eric Cantona, Robert Pires, Martial, Antonio Martial, and Lacazette. So well done if you got them one, chat. But yeah, Henry and Cantona. But yeah, that's in the Premier League, chat, that is. Getting over 50 plus goals. 50 or more goals in the Premier League. So, quickly, so apologies that, chat. That's one area that I've messed up here. So that was the football one. That was question 3, chat. Apologies, I messed up on the graphics on that, so if you got confused, that's why I smashed it. I've got 6, which was Henry, Giroud, and Elka Cantona. And Pires, big up there. Well done, chat. Like I said. We'll go to question. We'll go to obviously back to section 2, round 2. How many films has Al Pacino and Robert De Niro starred in together? So this is obviously question 4, round 2, and that is of course 4 films. The Godfather, great film. Godfather 1 and 2. Don't watch Godfather 3. Not the best. But 1 and 2, legendary films in the movie. And they are up there for one of my favorite. They're in my top 5. I have to pick. And there's another one, as we spoke about a couple of nights ago. So if you remembered, the second film that Robert De Niro and Al Pacino have starred in is Heat. The third film is Righteous Kill. And then the final one that they have starred in together, it's a very long film we haven't seen in the chat. I think it's on Netflix. I think it was a Netflix film anyway. I've only seen it once, but it was a very long film. It was alright. Well, probably not one of my favourites. And it was The Irishman. I'll be disappointed if Kev and the Irish contingent out there, chat. If you haven't got that one, I'll be disappointed. But Spider is live. Spider in chat, next one. Each question is a poll. That should work. But yeah, definitely. I missed 2 questions and under answered some. No worries. Isn't there about 6? I think 4 for Spielberg. It was for how many films have Al Pacino and De Niro start together? But of course, we'll go to the next question now. How many Steven Spielberg films? This is where we're getting kind of mixed up, chat. I think you potentially are. So how many Steven Spielberg films has Tom Hanks starred in? You know, and as you can see, it is 5. So the first one was Saving Private Ryan, legendary film. The second one was Catch Me If You Can. The third one was The Terminal. It's an alright film, very different. The Bridge of Spies. And the final one is The Post. So yeah, that is 7. I think about 4 or I think 4 for Spielberg and Hanks, but don't know if I missed animated. But yeah, so unlucky there, chat. It was 5. And you got like obviously extra points if you did name them anyway. I didn't ask for obviously the names, but I just said how many films. So the answer to that question was 5 on that one. But yeah, are you only counting 4, Kev? It is 5. Oh yeah, big up there, Daz. You got that right. 1, 2, 3. I'm sure I haven't got it. I'm going to check that anyway, just in case. On that one. Making sure it's right. I don't want to be taking points off you. Yeah, it's 5. But big up there, chat. Yeah, seeing the post. Unlucky there. Like, it's good. It's an alright film. Not an amazing, really, in all honesty. But question 6. In the 19... This is a very difficult one. I would definitely not have got this one, in all honesty. In 1994, the rom-com 4 Weddings and a Funeral. Whose funeral does the group attend? And the funeral of Gareth played... the funeral that they attend is the funeral of Gareth, played by Simon Gallo. That was a new. I think, yeah, thinks okay. No, I got off the computer anyway. But question 6, this was a difficult one. It's a bit out there. I only done this one just so. Fair enough if you've seen the film, and fair enough if you get the question right. But this is probably just in case people are going neck and neck. Kind of made it a bit more difficult anyway on this one. Don't know what happens to me bloody camera there, but we continue. So question 6, in 1994, rom-com 4 Weddings and a Funeral. Whose funeral does the group attend? And it is the funeral of Gareth, played by Simon Gallo on that one, chat. So there we go. But yeah, sorry there, chat. And this one is one that you can keep, and when you can do in a quiz with your family or whatnot, akimbo. Which 6 films are the only horror movies to ever compete? So I compete, as we defined before, in terms of nominations. And I did give you that one. And that, of course, was Get Out. Another one is Black Swan. Obviously starring, what's her name? I think, the girl out with Pirates of the Caribbean anyway. You know where? With Johnny Depp and Leonardo. But yeah, Black Swan, great film. The Sixth Sense, I See Dead People, great film. Great film. Silence of the Lambs, 1991. Tell you what, you don't get any sound effects anywhere else. 1991 for Silence of the Lambs. The Exorcist, 1974. I think we've already seen that, but when we watched Liverpool's defence get all over the place, literally climbing on the roof of the stadium. Our defence is nowhere to be seen. So, The Exorcist in 1994, Jaws in 1976, Silence of the Lambs, The Sixth Sense, Black Swan, and Get Out. Probably, I had to pick one, chat. Go and watch Black Swan if you haven't seen it. Very underrated film. Really, really good. It's very messes with your head and all that. Very good film. I See Dead People. Yeah, that's probably the Sixth Sense as well. Probably one of my favourite films. Definitely in my top 10. But yeah, as Kev said, he forgot Jaws and Black Swan. I said quite A Quiet Place with He Resto. That's a good film as well. I See Dead People. Gareth, a buddy of Hughes. Stream. Just reading through all the comments as well. See if anyone's got any of them. Only got The Exorcist and Jaws. Unlucky there, Scouse, as I said. But if you haven't seen any of them, chat, and you're a fan of horror movies, definitely go and watch them. Don't watch them, but don't watch them with the light on. Don't be a chicken. I don't get people that watch horrors with the lights on. That just defeats the whole purpose. You're meant to be scared or whatnot. But yeah, some 6 classic films there anyway, chat. The Exorcist, in terms of back in 19, which was mad, chat. And chat, did any of you go and see The Exorcist in 1974? Because it was literally banned in a lot of cinemas, which was mad. People were passing out, people were fainting as well. Because and even they were sending priests in to certain cinemas, thinking that the cinema was possessed or it had been done, which was mad. We haven't seen documentaries on it. It's madness. Back in those days, that's how obviously all of us grew up with technology now, but it was that era of 1974 when technology cinema was really advancing. In terms of technology within filmmaking and everything, and they couldn't actually fathom what they were seeing. in terms of the film anyway. I wasn't born. I'll tell you what. Point for each is pan off. Point for each film there, chat. So obviously, you get points for any films you got there as well, chat. Like one go. I have to check that out, Cleverest. I haven't seen that one. Is a point for each film? Yeah, it is, mate. I wasn't born till 81. Sure, Kev. My mum is still scared of it. Is she? Is she, Kev? Bloody hell. I think Spider was there in 19... I'll tell you what, Kev. Time travel, you lot. The Exorcist 2 is mental, but not scary. Yeah, and that's where... Spot on there, Scouts. That's like modern horror now. Like, modern horror is someone flicking off a light on and off, on and off, on and off, and then someone just getting gradually closer, 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 closer. Like, for me, that's not scary. Like, a true horror now is if you're like in the house or something and you've just watched a horror and you literally dart up the stairs. We've all done it. Joe, if you're in like you're on the house on your own and you're like thinking someone's behind you, you're like, ah, bloody hell. But yeah, there we go. We'll move on. So that's question 7. So yes. And what year did Sean Connery star in the James Bond movie Doctor No? It was 1962. So well done if you got that one, chat. It's quite a difficult question, that, chat. Anyway, I probably would have got that one wrong. So what year did Sean Connery star in the James Bond movie Doctor No? On that one. So that was that. Question 8. Did we read out this question, chat? Did I read this out to you? The parents out there will definitely get this. Because what is the highest grossing... Hang on, I haven't skipped one, have I? No. So the answer to that Dr. No question was 1962. But yeah, the answer to that was 1962. Who got that one? Big up there, Daz. You got that one. 62. Scouser got that one. I had 58. Unlucky there, mate. Very close. Very close. So yeah, the dads in here will know this. What is the highest grossing animated film? Because by Lord, Frozen. Frozen took over, mate. Like, ridiculous. Absolutely ridiculous. But Eamon's Frozen. Yeah, so it was Frozen 2 to be technical, but if you put Frozen, yeah, it is Frozen. But it is technically Frozen 2, but if you put Frozen, you still get the points. Yeah, because, chat, you remember that when Frozen first broke onto the scene? Let it go. I was going to sing Let It Go, but only if we get to like 10,000 subscribers, I'll do a 10,000 subscriber special of me singing Frozen in an Elsa costume. There we go. That's a reason to subscribe to the channel. So, well done, Frozen. It's ridiculous the amount of money that did generate on that one. Or Frozen 2, yeah. Frozen killed it, definitely, Mark. Eamons. And Frozen, it has to be. So I was just reading that. Or Moana. Yeah, Moana done really well in the box office. Cleverest. Definitely Frozen killed it. It's Frozen 2. I've got mates with no kids that know all the words to Frozen. We all do. Cleverest, we all do. You don't even have to have kids. We all do. We've all sang down in the shower, haven't we? Yeah, there we go. But yeah. But right. The final question of the quiz, chat. It's been and if you're still here, chat, you're absolute bloody legends. I've enjoyed it. But and then of course we'll get everyone's totals and tallies. But which single has had the longest? Chat will be disappointed if Kev doesn't get this. Yeah, which single has had the longest uninterrupted run ever on the UK single charts? And it was Everything I Do for You by Bryan Adams. And that was from the film Robin Hood. A Prince of Thieves. I wouldn't have known that one. Yeah, so well done, Eamon, on that one. It was Bryan Adam. But Mark, obviously, he's put Robin Hood. Robin Hood, biggest number 1. So if you put Robin Hood, you still get a point for that. Oh, Kev, did you go with Adele or Bryan Adams? Let's say Bryan Adams is how big was he, chat? It was Bryan Adams. You know he's big, like a big superstar now, but he's still going now. I think, is he? Chat, apologies. I think he's still going. He's still touring and everything. But yeah, big up there, Crevice. It's all good, mate. It's only a bit of fun anyway. As I said, Crevice, you'll be coming in next week, and I bet you'll literally get a lot of the questions right anyway. As I said, chat, tally up your total. So what was your final total, chat? So chat, put your total number. So put your total number in brackets if you can, chat, and then we'll try and see. But yeah, Bryan Adams started me singing. Big up there, Kev. But yeah, had it all, I think it was 14 weeks at number 1. 16 weeks? That's ridiculous, chat, that, isn't it? Wow. Oh yeah, no, sorry there, Scouts. Yeah. As I said, I'll be brushing up on my definitions in terms of the questions. Apologies, chat. I've definitely kind of confused a couple of years tonight. I've probably confused myself as well. But chat, how many questions did you get right out of all these? And hopefully, as I said, chat, I've enjoyed doing tonight's stream, chat. Been good. As I said, I know a lot of you, when we were speaking about doing this a couple of nights ago, saying we were going to get a takeaway or a Chinese or whatnot. And even, chat, if you go, and we'll quickly go to that, was it the horror one? Definitely watch one of these films if you're into horrors. If you haven't seen any of them, The Exorcist, Jaws, Silence of the Lambs, The Sixth Sense, Black Swan, or Get Out. All very good films, in all honesty there. So, let's get my notepad out. So we've got, of course, there was a couple more extra. I know there was 20 questions, but there was obviously extra bonus points in terms of getting them. So we've got, so we got Daz. Daz got 16. Daz got 16. That's still good going, that, Daz. Well done, mate. Scores on the board, 18 for Raymond. 19 there. Unlucky there, Panov. Unlucky there. It's still good. As I said, Panov, I probably would have got less points. Probably would have got about only a couple of these questions. So, as I said, well done there, mate. Panov got 8. Still good going. Kev, yes, we know. Get you how many points. So get your totals in chat and get them in the comments. Yeah, Daz got 16. Scouse got a. Scott 9. How many? What was the overall total of points you could get? I think it was probably over 25. Of course, Joe with the longer questions. Of course, we'll quickly show you there anyway. So for example, in terms of. So, like, you would have got a point for each team that you got right there, chat, as we said. So, like, if you got, like, Saint Etienne and Reims, so just add the points on there. So, for those questions, obviously, that's only a point each on that one. That was only a point on that one. That was only a point on that one. And obviously the French one, chat, I'll quickly round that off. So for question 3 on the football, on the first question 3, was which 8 Frenchmen scored 50 plus goals in the Premier League? And obviously that was Thierry Henry, Nicolas Anelka, so 50 plus goals in the Premier League. Henry, Nicolas Anelka, Giroud, Louis Saha, Eric Cantona, Robert Pires, Anthony Martial, and Lacazette. Excuse me. So if you've got over 30 points, then you've been Googling. But yeah. One. Jack, I sent you 1 to 8 and I wrote down 10 to 11 here. Missed 6 and 7. Oh, sounds. We'll go to 6 and 7, Kev. Kev, was that on you 12 to 20? So, Kev, what section? Section 1 have you missed? As I said, have you missed any? So, question 6, so that was that. So, question 9. So, the answer to question 9 was, of course, Celtic. So, that question on question 9 was Celtic. 4, man. Unlucky there, Trevor. That's I mean, it's all about the fun, and it doesn't matter how many points anyone got. It's about made up, just to spend time with you, chat, and have a good time. That's the most important thing. I've enjoyed it. Hopefully you have. It's only a bit of fun, as I said. Doesn't really matter how many points you get. It's just about having a good time and chilling with the boys and girls in chat as well. So it's all about it. So by the looks of it, in terms, I think Eamon might have won here, chat. So has anyone beaten Eamon on 18 points? 21. Oh, I think Kev might have won here, Eamon. 21, I think. I mean, I didn't answer 6 and 9. Yeah, definitely. So it was over 30 points up for grabs. Yeah, definitely. That was great. So, by the looks of it, I think Kev has just about pipped Eamon's. So Kev got 20 or 21 points. Kev got by the sounds of it. But even still, well done to Kev. Just showing his age on some of these questions in each chat. Kev won. And second is Eamon's. Well done, La. And I think Daz come third. Now it's part of. We'll be coming back and chat. As I said, I'll be giving you. If you want, do you want me to give you a heads up? Say on the because we're doing a quiz every Friday night, chat. I will stay consistent. As I said, it'll be 20 questions, and I think 20 questions are sound, chat. As I said, it's not too long, and of course there'll be a couple of questions here and there where you will, of course, get like say for example, obviously the French one where you'd add more, so you get extra points on that. I think it does total up over plus 30. He paid me to get the quiz in an hour. Definitely. But yeah, well done, Kev, and well done, Eamon, and well done, Daz. But well done to every single one. He is absolute bloody legends. As I said, don't worry if you didn't get a lot. There's next week and there's next couple of weeks and that as all. And yeah, I'm looking forward to it. It's been an absolute great crack. I've bloody enjoyed the stream tonight, everyone. How long have we been going? Bloody hell, an hour and a half. I didn't know we were that long. But absolutely fantastic stuff by everyone here tonight, chat. I've really enjoyed this bit. 1 second here, chat. But yeah, absolute legend. We're 2 likes off 20 likes, chat. So if you can drop a like on the stream, massively does help out. As Mark said, GG everyone, well done Kevin, everyone. Big up Panov, and big up to every single one of you. You bloody absolute legends, in all honesty. I've enjoyed it. I didn't even know, I didn't even know, but that time flies when you're having fun, chat, as they say. But everyone, a massive thank you, as I said. Kev, Eamon, and Daz, your Easter eggs on the way, boys. Or packet of crisps as well, if you want that. It's on its way in an Uber, as we speak anyway. But cheers, Jack. Cheers, enjoyed it. Well done, Kev. Well done, Eamons. Thanks, Mark. But a massive thank you to every single one of you that has tuned in tonight, chat. As I said, apologies if I messed up on a couple of the questions. I will get that sorted for next week. as Kev said, he's surprised him by himself. The only reason I knew the Jackie Brown one was because my mum was given the book in Silver Springs years ago from a fella from New Orleans who was at the hotel, who was the hotel porter. Oh, that's good. Big up there. Big up there, Daz. Jack, where do we put what we want? I mean, the questions wise. Yeah, Daz and chat, if you are in now, this video is, of course, once the live's finished, comment in the comment section below on this video. If you want any, just let us know what. Just get your questions. So if you're strong in certain areas, get them in. And of course, I will definitely. So if you're a fan of wrestling, I might put 1 or 2 or 3 wrestling questions in there. If you're a fan of music or whatnot, certain genres or in the music industry, I will get them in as well in the comments in the video, I guess. But yeah, we'll see. But definitely there. Yeah. But chat, it's been an absolute bloody pleasure and a massive thank you. We will be live. We've got the live stream watch along on Sunday. For obviously the Liverpool Arsenal game, but we will be live tomorrow, chat. I'm not 100% on a show wise on what we're doing, but it might just be another transfer news show. We'll try and get a couple of lads on anyway and just talk about footy and that. But yeah, but chat, have a lovely rest of your night. As I said, get your comments in once this video's been, once it's finished. Get your recommendations for your questions for next week. Quiz, and I'll definitely whack them in there. But yeah, he started, so we'll finish. But big up there, chat. Everyone, have a lovely rest of your night. Look after yourselves and definitely go and check out some of those movie recommendations. But we'll see you tomorrow, chat. We'll be live. Yeah, we'll be going live at 8 PM tomorrow evening, chat, of course. But everyone, have a lovely rest of your night. A massive thank you to everyone that has got involved tonight. And as always, you never walk alone, and see you later. Ta-da, everyone.